20 years ago, my grandma once asked me, where is the richest place in the world? I looked straight into her eyes and I tried to say something, but before I could, she asked if it was one of those European or Asian countries. While I was thinking, she interrupted my thought by saying that none of those countries were the richest. I was astonished and out of curiosity asked her where the richest place in the world could be. Grandma told me that the richest place in the world is not the oil-rich cities of Kuwait, Iraq or Saudi Arabia. It is not the gold mines of Kumasi, not the sophisticated technology hubs of the US with China. It is not the finest cities of Paris and Dubai, not the countries with the most billionaires. She paused for a moment, gazing at my curious eyes with a smile. After a minute of silence, I finally mustered a few words and asked where then could be the richest place if not all these nations. Grandma looked straight into my eyes and said, the graveyard is the richest place in the world with a net worth that is inestimable and cannot be compared with the wealth of all the billionaires on earth. She explained that the graveyard has been reduced to an insignificant place where dead people are buried and forgotten. Little does the world know that the graveyard that was once considered insignificant has become a place of immense wealth because of the untapped potential, amazing abilities, shattered dreams, and unfulfilled destinies buried there. Ever since then, the graveyard has become the habitation of invaluable treasures beyond human imagination. It is so rich that not even the word of King Solomon could compare to it. The resources embedded in one person are capable of transforming a nation into a haven of peace, glory, and tranquility, let alone the billions of souls who died without exploring their potential. Man was created wonderfully and fearfully, packed with all that is required to live a fulfilled life, yet many die poor without utilizing even 1% of their potential. I weep this day when I see people living like the living dead, blaming the government for their misfortunes when they have what it takes to blossom. Man was created full of potential, treasures, and abilities, and every person is expected to die empty. But we live in a world where millions pass through life without leaving a mark, without leaving a print, without affecting lives, and finally die full. I weep this day when I see youth who are supposed to be the hope and future of a nation settling for theft, thuggery, and militancy when these abilities could be useful in the military. Some of them are potential gallant soldiers destined with the capacity to protect the territorial integrity of their nations, but they end up dying like chickens without living a fulfilled life. I weep this day when I look at the graveyard and see songs that were supposed to be written and sung, yet never sung, books filled with inspiration that were supposed to be written by men with the gift of creative writing to transform lives that were never written. There are inventions worth millions of dollars that were never invented, or ideas that could change a nation, change a generation, or the world that were never utilized. It is time to wake up from our slumber and discover our untapped potential and put them to good use. You listening to me, I'd like you to understand that you have all it takes to make you live a successful life. Stop blaming the government, stop blaming your mama, your papa, stop blaming your parents, stop blaming the society for putting you in the state that you are. You've got all it takes in you to live the life of your dream. Have you not read that the gift of a man makes room for him and makes him to stand before kings and not mean men? It's time to wake up from our slumber.